If you're new to Dynasty, this video is for you. Today we're going to be touching on 5 tips and tricks to just help you learn how to play Dynasty a little bit better. So let's just dive in, guys. First tip is to obviously understand your league settings. Now, this is just like redraft, right? That's not a huge change, but it still is important to mention, right? Obviously, if you're playing in a 1 QB league versus a Superflex league, that's going to shift the value of your quarterback. The same goes if you're playing in a non-PPR league versus a PPR league, right? This is the same for redraft. Like I said, it's just about understanding who matters, where points are coming from, and how you can go about scoring the most points. Our second tip here, and this is, very Dynasty specific, it is understanding value cycles. And by that, I mean understanding the shelf life of a player, right, versus, running back versus quarterback versus wide receiver goes a long way in how you not only build your team, but how you can maneuver your league to trade, rebuild, and then eventually compete and win titles, right? This is the new part that you're not getting in redraft. In redraft, you don't worry about age for the most part. It really doesn't matter. In Dynasty, older players are just severely devalued because, again, right, you're keeping everybody year to year, season after season. So the older a player is, the less likely it is they're going to continue to produce at a high level, after a certain point. So let's look at running back specifically, right? The value cycle of a running back, value is going to be extremely high the moment they come into the league if they're drafted highly, right? First, second, third round. As they continue their career, they are either going to build value if they, are a good actual NFL running back, or it could drop off a cliff. However, and this is the thing that confuses people forever when they're new to Dynasty, right? 25, 26, 27-year-old running backs that are still producing. You can look at Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, CMC. Even though they're producing at a high level, their dynasty value, their trade value is going to continue to drop around this point just because running backs typically have a short shelf life. That is just the nature of the position, the nature of the NFL. So to mitigate risk, people often trade running backs 24, 25, 26 years old, even if they're producing, to help capitalize, again, on that value cycle. It should peak around 24, 25, and then just continue to drop year after year, no matter how good they are. Tip number 3, and before I jump into this, guys, if you like this channel, we also have a YouTube membership option over there. We offer additional videos that you're not going to get just, for free here on the channel. You get additional live streams with Addison and myself. It's $7 a month. You get at least 4 additional videos or live streams every single month. So check that out. Tip number 3, it is to understand your opponent's life cycle. And by that, I mean, where are they in terms of competitiveness, right? Are they competing? Are they tearing down an old competitive roster, or are they building with youth and kind of building towards the future? This is important because when you're trying to maneuver in Dynasty, you need to trade a lot, right? The waiver wire is typically pretty bare. So understanding teams that are basically opposite of you is where you can find trade partners. If you're a team that is a piece or two away from competing, go trade with the team that's trying to tear it down and get younger, right? You can go buy veterans. Again, they're veterans and they're older, but there's still a ton of value for immediate production, which could fit your timeline of being competitive, right? And vice versa. If you're trying to get younger and you're looking at a team that is, a running back away, say Austin Eckler, CMC, they are a big running back away, that is where you can ship those guys off to and hopefully get maximum value. So understanding who is basically opposite your timeline, who's on your same timeline, is the easiest way to identify trade partners and then get trades done. Tip number 4, do not overvalue youth and upside. Obviously, that plays a part in Dynasty. You want young players that are producing. The downside is players bust, players get injured, things go sideways all the time. So I think putting all of your value into rookie picks and first, second year guys can leave you in a bad spot sometimes. So do not look at veterans and say, oh God, I'm never trading for them, right? Typically, I don't want to trade for old running backs. But if I am a team that was looking for a mid-level RB2, James Conner was a great target last season, right? Finished as RB10 in points per game and was, basically elite down the stretch. So veterans have their place in Dynasty. Proven production has a ton of value, right? You can't win titles with youth and upside. You need points. So that is where, you can get yourself into trouble if you're just looking at, look at all these young, potentially good assets I have, if you never move them for players that are proven and good. And building on that, that leads us into tip number 5 here, and that is understand the upcoming rookie class and understand maybe a year out for the rookie class as well. because that's going to dictate rookie value. A lot of people will just see those, rookie picks and say, oh, that could be an incredible pick. Wow. Without understanding who's coming out in that class, right? Is it a strong running back class and you're a running back needy team? Maybe you put a little more emphasis on those rookie picks. But say it's weak at running back and it's wide receiver heavy and you're already stacked at wide receiver. Trade those picks for running backs, right? Understanding what players are coming out, what the draft class strength is. Is it a good, medium, poor class altogether, can help dictate rookie pick value in your league and help you position your team, better to win. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. Again, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel. Check out the new YouTube membership for additional videos and access to live streams, emojis, all kinds of stuff over there. So check that out, guys. $7 a month only. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.